True. Unfocused.
That's right. Episode 170.
Yep, I'm T.
I am AJ Twist.
Are you AJ Twist or
I
Groot?
are.
Or Groot?
I are Twist.
Don't forget, well, most likely if you're listening to this not on Thursday, you already know that you can download this on iTunes or that you can get this on our official website, collision28.com.
That's right.
All for free.
That's right.
You can also follow us on Twitter at Unfocused Podcast 28.
No,
at
Unfocused 28. I wish it was Unfocused Podcast.
That was the problem, right?
Yeah.
We couldn't get that. And then, or
Can't
at
fit that
Collision,
T at the end.
Yeah. Or at Collision 28. So
Can't spell podcast without T.
Exactly. Exactly. Without this guy. What else? I'm missing something. Twitch.tv/Collision28.
Yep, it's where we cast it live. Come in on Thursdays and join the chat room.
Yeah, we're a little late today. Usually we don't start this late.
But find out when we are going live by checking out our, what you may call it, Twitter.
Indeed. Please do. All right, so, did we get everything?
I think so.
Okay. So, Unfocused weeks. AJ, what you been up to?
All right, man. So, we saw that cool trailer last week, right? Which one? I know, right? We had so many. Floor Kids.
Oh, yeah. That game looked awesome. Oh, and you got it, right?
I've been playing the shit out of Floor Kids.
Is it pretty fun?
Yeah, it is pretty fun, actually.
You look like you're loving it the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, but, like, it's difficult at the same time. Like, it just took me a while to kind of get the concept of what am I supposed to be doing and shit. But pretty much you're just tapping the button to the beat of the song. And then every time you tap a button, you're doing a different dance move. And then there's 4 different styles you can do. You got like your top rock where you're just normal dancing, and then you got your down rock, which is like your floor dancing, and then you got your power moves, which is all the spins and shit.
And then the break.
And then you got the freezes where you hold a pose.
Damn.
And so yeah, 4 buttons. Every style has 4 moves in it for every character, and they're all different too. And then some characters have better moves than others, like some focus on top rock, some focus on power, and so on and so forth. But you got to unlock these characters as you go through the game. You pick one to start with, and then from there you start like going to different stages. Every area has like 3 songs to it, and then there's like, so far I've seen like maybe 10 different stages overall.
What kind of music do they use?
It's all hip hop. It's all original music too.
Nice.
I forgot the name of the DJ that put it all together, but it's his own original mixes and shit like that. And they're just simple beats and shit like that. Nothing crazy. But yeah, like it's fucking crazy. And to do your power moves, to do the spins and shit like that, you literally gotta spin the stick. And if you want to like do your down rock shit, you gotta put the seat. You gotta push the stick down and then start pushing the buttons. And then you gotta keep the timing too, because if you don't keep the timing of the beat, then you actually lose points.
Oh, okay. So it is a rhythm and dance game, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And then also there's combos too. So like certain moves link together, and if you link them together, then you get extra points. You get extra style points and shit like that. And then sometimes there's always a crowd around you like watching and shit. And sometimes the crowd will there will be like a little speech bubble saying like they want to see a power move, or they want to see a freeze, or they want to see top rock. And if you do it right when they're saying it, then you'll get more bonus points. But again, you got to keep the time to beat and all that. And yeah, it took me a while to get through it. And then once I started getting the hang of it, then I started going back to some of the earlier stages and try to 5-star them. And then I was able to do that for the first 2 stages. But then after that, I wasn't able to get more than 4 stars. And then later on, I wasn't able to get more than 3. And it gets so freaking hard, because then you got really put everything together. You got to put all the fucking combos together. You got to make sure you do what the crowd's saying and all that. And then there's other little things you can do to it too. Like you can freeze in the middle of your you can kind of pose in the middle of a move, or you can hop. Like if you're doing a freeze, and you can hop on like your one arm if you're doing like a one arm handstand or some shit like that. So you got to mix all that in too. And then you can't like repeat the same moves over and over, so you always got to switch it up too. So the more you do all that together, the bigger points you get, and the more likely you'll get to get more stars later in the game. It just got like harder at the end, but I unlocked everyone. I think.
So you have all the characters. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to like 5-star shit now. But yeah, but it's fucking dope. So anyone that's like likes breakdance and shit and likes rhythm games, definitely check out Floor Kid. It's only $19.90 on the Switch App Store thingy. What do they call it? The eShop.
The eShop.
Yeah, and then also finished watching Brotherhood.
Oh yeah. So what'd you? Okay. So you know that I notoriously prefer the old school Full Metal.
Okay.
Not because of how the series is. I mean, sorry, not because of how the series is, but because of how the ending is specifically. Because I don't like the Brotherhood ending personally.
It gets fucking Evangelion weird though. I completely forgot. I seen Brotherhood before, but I have no clue what was going on. Then I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" But it's so much deeper than the original, because the original series was so clean cut, like in a way, and it's like it gave you like a simple answer. It was cool and interesting, but it just felt like too simple, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the ending to this one was like it was so much more going on at the end of it, and you're like, and then you also get more familiar with all the characters too. Like I don't feel like they don't get too in depth with all the characters in the original anime version.
I don't know, man. I felt like they got pretty in depth. Well, not all of them. You're right. There a lot of them are missing. Like all of what's his name's crew.
Yeah, like Mustang's crew.
Yeah, they don't get any exposition in the original one.
And did we ever meet what's his name's sister?
She was different. Remember
Armstrong? Was she different?
She was girly.
Oh,
and like really pretty, and like she never fights or anything. So that's what I thought that kind of made Brotherhood even better. When I was surprised, I was like, "Oh shit, she's even more broken than this fool, like even more badass." Than this.
Yeah, for reals.
But So here's the thing. I did not like that ending of Brotherhood because.
But you don't even remember it, so you should go.
I do remember it. The thing there's a specific part that stands out in my mind that really fucking bothers me. When Ed was having that final battle with Father.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Mustang, everyone stood there and watched him get his ass kicked.
I was wondering that too.
What the fuck, bro? There were alchemists there too. I would get it if nobody there was an alchemist.
Yeah.
But they had alchemists there. They're just watching this shit happen, and this is the fate of the world right here, and everyone's just not gonna help him. I was like,
they're cheering for him though in the end, though.
Fuck that, bro! Don't cheer for me. Kick this fucker's ass. Like, damn. That's why I liked Mustang at least. At least Mustang did something. I was like, okay, he kind of helped out a little bit, you know? And then Al helped out a little bit. But other than those three, no one fucking really tried to stop him. And I was like...
I think they all realized that they couldn't.
Bro, you don't want to try? It's the fucking fate of the world. Like, I would get it if someone tried and he brushed it off and they're like, okay, we can't do anything.
No, that's kind of what happened. Like, thinking about it now, like, everyone did try something and he just brushed it off and they're like, the fuck, like, I just... did the strongest thing I knew how to do right now, and he just did nothing to it, you know. So and then I think they kind of slowly like just backed off, and then when Ed went out there, he just kept going, and like he's like, all right, like go for it, you know. And then he ended up figuring shit out, and then other shit started happening. Actually, Ed was just trying just to try and shit, and then everyone just stopped, and then shit just kind of happened.
That's that's weird to me. Like everyone, like he couldn't hurt him either. But everyone's just gonna fucking stop, like.
Yeah, and then once his defenses actually dropped, finally.
Right.
Yeah, that's when you talk. Yeah, and then Ed just went for it.
Yeah, see.
But I think that was because of what happened to Al.
Yeah, it was because of what happened to Al. Yeah, because Al got his. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was kind of concerned.
We don't want to say too much, but yeah, you know. Yeah, we know.
Everyone was kind of concerned with him. I think that's why some people weren't doing shit. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, you're right. Like that shit was somebody should have came up and did something.
Because that shit was really weird to me. I remember watching it with like. This weird look on my face, and I'm like, someone's gonna jump in. I was watching it, someone's gonna do something, right? And then, like, literally, like, half of it's, like, people staring with their jaws open. I'm like, someone's gonna do something, right? Like, but,
I think they saw he had it under control, because there was a part where, like, Ed just totally just had it under control. Like, no,
I mean,
that's when he started cheering for him.
Before he got his arm back, he did not have it under control.
No.
So, but they were watching, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, that's when they all tried something and then got, like... And then they all got beat.
I guess I need to give it
that's why, because everyone was like on the floor, like blown back, because he just did something fucking crazy powerful. Yeah. And that's why everyone was all messed up, and that's why he lost his arm and shit.
Maybe again. I should go back and give it a fair watch again, and then see if it maybe this time clicks a little bit better for me.
There was one part though, like because all the brig soldiers come through and they all have guns and shit, and they're all shooting at him for a bit. And then later on, like they're not shooting at him anymore. Like, how can they stop shooting at him? And then his defenses went down. Like, come on, guys, you guys could be shooting him now. He has no defenses now. And then I remembered there was this brief spot where they're like, we're out of ammo. I was like, oh wait, they did say that shit.
Oh,
so,
they covered the bases.
Yeah, like they did say they were out of ammo earlier.
Maybe you're right, man. Maybe I just got to rewatch and give it a fair opinion. But I don't know. I think I remember I was always really mad about how fast the first few episodes of Brotherhood happened.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I want to watch the original anime, and then stop where like I'm supposed to stop, and then
finish with Brotherhood.
That
That would be sick. If I could do that, I think I could probably like love Brotherhood even more.
I was thinking of doing it because when I started watching Brotherhood again, it did that. I was like, I don't remember this shit though. You know, I shouldn't remember. Like I seen this only once, like years ago. Like I don't remember this right now.
Yeah.
But I guess it was. I mean, it was good. And then what sucks though? So I was watching Brotherhood like last year or some shit, and then I think it was on.
Just for anyone who didn't
Hulu.
catch the beginning, we're talking about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I can't remember if it was Netflix or Hulu. I don't remember what I finished watching now right now. Okay, I think we started watching it on Netflix, me and Cars.
Yeah, but they stopped. They only had half of it or something.
They had like almost everything except for like the last season. I think is what they called it. The last like 10 episodes maybe, and then that was it, and the rest wasn't there. I was like, what the fuck? Or I think it was Amazon that I was watching it. I forgot.
No,
Anyways,
it was Netflix. Because I remember
Netflix.
they had 4 seasons out of 5, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Hunter. They had everything except for the last season, and everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, where is it?
Well, I found that on Hulu though. Hulu.
Oh, they had it on Hulu?
Yeah, all of it on Hulu. I was like, all right, let me try to remember exactly where I was, and I just picked a random spot, and I was like a couple episodes away from the end, or where I ended before.
Okay.
So I had a year gap in between now and then. But yeah, I mean, I liked it again, so it was pretty good. I don't know, I feel like something different happened at the end that I remember, but I guess it didn't happen. But anyways, it was good. So anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, definitely go check it out.
I'll say that for as much shit talking I do about Brotherhood, I really like that one character, Lee. Was his name Lee or Lay? The guy that became Greed in the end?
Ling,
that was his name.
Yeah.
I like that fool. So he was the only thing where I was like, oh, that sucks he wasn't in the original. This fool's dope, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, he kind of was, but then he was not
Was
in
he?
that way, though. Oh, wait, no. Greed, no, he wasn't, huh?
Greed was in there, but I don't think Ling was in there.
Because even the other, the little girl, too, wasn't in the original either.
Little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
With her alka history.
Mm-hmm. Alka history. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, fucking interesting shit. And then, I don't know, I feel like I want to watch it again because after that big gap, I kind of forgot everything that was going on and what they learned. Because a lot of what they learned in like season 4-ish all comes into play in season 5. And I was like, and every time they said something, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that one thing. And then they'll do something like, oh yeah, that's what it is. You know,
because
like
in Brotherhood, there's like another type of alchemy too, right?
Yeah.
And that's alka history or
yeah,
whatever?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what that little girl like studies because it's like the original like
Alchemy
or some shit like that. Yeah.
I remember that shit confused the fuck out of me.
And I forgot they had this whole plan. They were working on this big plan and stuff, and like sometime in episode 4 or season 4, and I completely forgot about it. I guess you're supposed to though, because in the end they're like, oh yeah, we counteracted your circle with our own circle that we've been working on. And I was like,
and they were setting that up for like 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, there's a bunch of things. But anyways, yeah, good shit. Anyone should go check it out. Also, everyone needs to go be checking out Runaways.
Oh yeah. Episode 5 was really good. I saw that.
Yeah, like it keeps getting gooder and gooder.
It's funny. My friend who's a huge fan of Runaways, we used to always talk about the actual comic book.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking hates the show, bro. He's
just
like
a hater, man.
I don't know. He makes some good points, but at the same time, I kind of understand where they're going with it.
Just go
like,
and brush the haters off.
You know, or just one time, you know. Yeah, he's saying like he feels like it's a weakened version because the parents aren't as evil, and like they haven't ran away yet. There's that. That's a little weird, but yeah, he made a few points, but overall, like I think it's good. I think they did a good job of tailoring it to fit the Marvel universe they have, and to make it like accessible for the age group they're aiming at. You know,
The way
without it being corny.
I feel like what they're doing right now too, because like you start off with like, oh yeah, the parents are bad, but now all the kids are making connection, or some of the kids are making connection with their parents now, and then now it's becoming more as like, well, maybe this is good. Now they're finally connecting like they wanted to in the beginning. That there's
Yeah.
I think that's why they didn't make him so evil.
Because they want you to feel like regular. They want you to feel okay with them connecting to them. Right?
Yeah. I think they just for the drama,
Yeah, no,
for the
that's
drama
true.
aspect.
That's true. And I feel like now that they introduced that aspect, it feels more like how they felt at the beginning of the comics. Because even though it doesn't quite go down like this in the comics, the feeling that you have right now that they're close to their parents, that their parents love them,
Right.
you kind of get that from the comic book like right away. And I like how the show kind of didn't give you that right away and built to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Runaways
True.
is dope. Yeah, I do agree. Everyone should be watching that.
For sure. And then also I've been playing I played a little bit of Puzzle Fighter. Oh no, Splatoon is the thing I've been playing a lot. A lot of Splatoon like today and yesterday.
Didn't they just have a lame Splatfest?
No, it's about to start.
They're about to have a lame Splatfest.
Yeah, so the Splatfest was announced. It's like if you had to pick a bad gift, would you rather have an ugly sweater or socks?
That's so stupid. That's pretty retarded.
So yeah, that's the Splatfest this weekend. But yeah, I've been playing. I think I was level 23 when I started playing yesterday, and I got up. I think I'm at 25 now, or just barely.
Oh, shit.
I think I just hit 25.
You were on it, huh?
Yeah, and then I leveled up in what was it? Oh no, I was close to leveling up. And what the fuck was it? Oh, Rainmaker. I leveled up in one of them. I think it was Rainmaker. I was just fucking murking like fools like yesterday and shit. It was fucking dope. And then I played Clan Blitz, which is a nude mode for ranked battles, which is pretty interesting. It's pretty crazy.
Wait, what is it called?
Clan Blitz.
Never heard of that. Okay, go on.
It's new. So it's up there with Tower Control, Rainmaker, and Splat Zones. It's one of those modes that will randomly be
show up for a co-op battle.
Yeah, let's shuffle out and stuff like that. So what you do in this one is, you have a map, of course, and throughout the map is clams. They're scattered throughout the map, and you got to pick up these clams and you got to collect them. And once you collect 10 of them, it becomes what looks like a football. And what you got to do with this football is take it to the opponent's little goal post, and then you got to throw this football at the goal post. Once you do that, it releases a basket, and then you can start throwing all your clams into that basket. And the more clams you get in there, the more points you get. And the whole thing is to get points in the end.
Fucking weird.
Yeah. And then also what's crazy is like everyone could collect their own, separate clams, and the clams kind of follow you, kind of like Yoshi eggs. They kind of just follow behind you. And then once you get 10, then they all combine into this one big thing, And then what you can do is you can actually throw those at any point in the game. So if you want to throw clams at somebody, I thought about doing this throughout the game. Like in my fourth game, I thought about it. I saw we're all getting clams. We all have like 7, 6 clams, 8 clams here and there. And I was like, I'm just gonna throw 2 of these to this guy because he has 8 right now. And then he got the fucking big football thing. And then we all ran up there and he threw the ball up there.
Oh, okay.
But then if you get shot though, you drop everything you have. If you have just normal clams, then those clams just drop and your opponent can pick them up, or you can pick them up too. If you have the football thing, your opponent cannot pick that up, but you can pick it up. So, and then we kind of did that too. There's a point.
Oh, so that's why you want to make it the football, so they can't pick it up.
Yeah, so they can't pick it up. But that's the only way you can get the basket to drop is with the football. Because if you just go out there and start shooting at it, nothing's going to happen. If you go up there and just throw a clam at it, nothing's going to happen. You need to get a football thrown at it so the basket can drop. So then you can start adding clams into it.
I think I should play this because I have a headache listening. I mean, I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah, like I played it. I had no idea what was going on, but I knew I had to collect clams and I knew I had to take them to the goalpost, but I didn't know what to do or how to actually do it. And after playing like a couple matches, like, all right, let me read the rules of the game, and actually went to the actual rule menu for the game, and that's what it told me. Oh yeah, collect 10 clams, you get this. I forgot what they actually call it, but I call it a football. And it's like, oh, and that's how you get the basket to release. So I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was awesome. And I was so close to get, because it's the first time I'm playing it, so I'm C-, which I forgot there's a C- ranked. But anyways, I was C-, and I was literally maybe one game away from getting up to C, I guess, and the fucking rotation ended, and it moved on to the next one. I was like, no! Like, I could have gotten out of C- right now.
That's annoying.
But the rotation happened. And then tower control is pissing me off. I can't get out of B or B+ in tower.
Oh, do you have a separate grade for each fucking...
Yeah. Every mode has its own. Yeah.
Damn. Do you have an overall rank or no?
No.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm B right now in tower, and then everything else I'm A.
Okay.
except for Clan Blitz. Clan Blitz is new, and I'm still C minus only because I haven't been able to play it enough.
Okay. So for my Unfocused week.
Oh, and I played some StarCraft 2 today.
Nice.
I ranked. I'm in bronze. Ugh, again, the hustle. Not the hustle, but that too, though.
The grind.
Shit.
The grind begins.
That's what I was about. Yes. I remember when I first got to silver, man. That shit was so hype. Proudest day of my life. Anyways.
All right. So for my Unfocused week, I was kind of doing what you were doing with
Clan Blitz?
No. With what's the dancing game called again? Dance Kids.
Oh, you're breakdancing? Floor Kids.
Floor Kids. With the One Piece game. So I was going back and trying to like get 100% on the levels.
All right.
And it's a Dynasty Warriors game, so like it seems kind of easy.
Is it made by the same?
Yeah, it's called Pirate Warriors because it's a spin-off of Dynasty Warriors.
Ah,
Not a spin-off,
okay.
but
It's like Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys made it. So anything they make is called whatever Warriors. Yeah,
okay.
that's their thing. So
They should do like a Ronin Warriors, and then call
Damn,
it Ronin
no.
Warriors.
Ronin Warriors.
I couldn't think of any warrior
That was pretty
shows.
good.
Anyways.
But yeah, so yeah, I've been going back and playing it. Damn, that's just fucking hard to get 100% on. Like actually,
right?
actually playing the game's easy, but like getting 100% is a bitch. Like all these little mini events and like secrets that you have to get, and it's like when you finally find the secret, then you don't have time for it because you're like, if I don't beat this level, then the achievement doesn't count. So I'm like, well, fuck, I have to go beat the level. But then once you beat it, it's over, and you didn't get to do the achievement.
Oh man, okay.
So you're kind of like, it's like a catch-22. You gotta like
Yeah.
balance the time a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. That game is awesome.
That's how it is with Floor Kids too, because like there's like 4 separate sections. You have the beginning of the song, and then you have this chorus part where you had to like tap to a beat. It actually gives you like a music sheet type of thing. You got to tap to it,
Yeah.
or it tells you to tap, and then it goes back to like a second verse type of thing, and then it does another chorus section. And like you're trying to do combos and shit in there, and then like it starts coming down to the chorus, and like, oh shit, I only got like 2 seconds before the chorus. Let me try to do this combo really quick, and you can't fucking do it because like you have to do everything on the beat, so you can't rush through it. You know?
Yeah, it has to be at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, that's dope. I like games like that though, because it makes you feel a difficulty on a different level. Because like.
now you can play it and beat it, no problem. But if you want to like,
If you want to get everything, like you
Yeah.
gotta be like, there's a certain level of finesse and skill you really have to have it, whichever
Yeah,
game you're
and
playing.
timing.
And timing,
Yeah.
yeah. So I've been playing that. The One Piece Pirate Warriors game is pretty cool. What else have I been doing? Watching Runaways, as we talked about earlier.
yes, everyone gonna do it.
Watching the anime Fate Apocrypha.
Oh,
This is
cool.
awesome. I think that's about it. I've been mostly focusing on those. I want to jump back into a fighting game. I think I'm gonna start fucking around with King of Fighters some more.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, shall we get to the main part of the show? Today, everyone should know there is gonna be no music of the week.
Heads up.
Yeah. So don't freak out. But we're doing this for you to make sure you get more news. So.
Okay.
This is the news. The news.
What?
Okay, right now I'm checking our email because like I realize we ask for emails sometimes. but
Perfect.
I never check them. But you know what? Nothing. Cause no one emails us.
Fuck you guys. All right. So
Prove me wrong next week.
I know I said that I didn't have a lot of news, but actually looking at it, I do have a lot of news. So we'll just go back and forth until we run out of time.
Yeah, let's do it.
So remember how I told you that everyone is... Oh, okay. So let me start by the history. Everyone know about Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, okay.
You know about this,
Okay,
right?
Yes.
I'm going to tell it for anyone who hasn't listened to the episode where we first started talking about this. But the thing about this game, in Detective Pikachu...
It was a game?
There's a video game first, right?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a movie or
Well,
some shit.
I'm getting there,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
getting
my
there.
bad. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so the thing about Detective Pikachu, it's a game where an English voice. I'm sorry, not English. Where an human-speaking voice actor is voicing Pikachu, and the first voice was the Japanese version, and it had an incredibly surprising deep voice, and that was the thing that like surprised everyone about the game. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, Pikachu's got this fucking random deep voice and shit. So ever since that. Because of the feel of the surprise of the voice that they gave him, everyone in America has been pushing for the dub to be Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
You know, like there's petitions online. I think there's a GoFund.
Man.
There's like all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really want them to make him the fucking voice actor of Pikachu, which it would be hilarious, you know.
Oh
And
my
so,
God.
Danny DeVito went on record to say he doesn't even know what a Pokemon is, but he would do it. You know. By the way, so that's his stance on the whole thing.
I'm shaking my head, by the way.
Yeah. So that's Danny DeVito's stance. He doesn't know what Pokemon is.
But he knows what a penguin is.
But yeah, he knows what a penguin is for sure, for sure. A little wind-up exploding penguins. But okay, so in other news this week, Pikachu's voice was cast for the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yep.
And as the game didn't get Danny DeVito, people have been pushing for the movie to get Danny DeVito again. And he didn't get it. Instead, Ryan Reynolds will be the voice of Pikachu.
AKA Deadpool.
AKA Deadpool. AKA, well, he probably doesn't want us to say Green Lantern. But yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting choice. It's a good choice because like he's got a dynamic, fun voice that no one would expect to come out of Pikachu. But
and then people were saying that he knows what the internet wants, so he's gonna try to do it justice on a Danny DeVito level if he can.
Yeah.
Like people were saying that too. It's like so you can't be mad at it because he knows what's up.
But what I will say is the internet is really fucking mad about it. You should definitely look
The
up.
internet needs to think about it. It's Ryan Reynolds.
I think this is pretty funny though. Like it's so hilarious how the internet's pissed about this. Like they're like, we've only been
Internet's always
bitching
bad
about it
about
for
everything.
3. But this one is like it's pretty funny because like it's founded a little. Like we've only been bitching about this for 3 years. And you couldn't even give us the fucking voice actor we wanted. Like it's kind of funny, you know. So it's interesting. But yeah, the tweets sent to Nintendo are very fucking funny.
Oh,
or I'm
man.
sorry, to Game Freak. Is that who it is? Game Freak?
Yeah, or the Pokemon Company. I think.
Oh
is what
yeah,
they're called now.
sorry, the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
The tweets sent to them are fucking hilarious. So if you ever get a chance to check them out, look out the Ryan Reynolds casting response. So. All right, AJ.
Do you have it in your news about the big thing?
Ooh, no, I don't.
Oh
Let's
my
talk
God!
about
How
it.
do you not have it?
I actually thought we were gonna talk about it before this, and I just realized I stopped in the middle of the Pikachu news because I was like, "Oh fuck, we didn't talk about it." That's what I was thinking in my head. So AJ, why don't you kick us off, man? Tell me what you want to tell me.
Yeah, so net neutrality. No, I'm just kidding. Which, that's a whole different story. But anyways,
I hope that's not going to be a problem soon.
so yeah, Disney kicked over. I think it was like 42.6 billion bucks over to Fox, 21st Century Fox, so to buy all their movie assets and anything that's considered type of media thing that they create, not including their news and sports stuff and anything broadcasting, but anything that's animation or movie. Disney owns the majority of it.
So I think you guys already know what that means because
Yes.
we've only been hyping it up for a month. But Disney now owns the rights to X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Submariner.
Supposedly, the Fantastic Four. I heard about this. I haven't heard anyone else talk about this.
You talking about what we talked about yesterday?
What was
About
it?
how like they could be tricky about them not getting Fantastic Four?
So what I was hearing is that technically Fox doesn't own the rights for movie making of Fantastic Four. That this other company actually owns it. Fox just has the rights to distribute the movie or some shit like that.
Oh.
Supposedly, I don't
What?
believe it. I haven't heard anyone else mention this, so I'm not sure how true that actually is.
Well, I'll tell you this. I did also read an article that was saying that a Canadian studio that made the first Fantastic Four movie
Yeah.
from like the 90s or 80s or whatever,
Okay, that one.
that they technically hold the rights of Fantastic Four movies, but they're like, if Fox is making them, Marvel should be fine with this deal to make them.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that technically they hold the original rights of Fantastic Four movies, and you know, Disney's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
If they wanted to hold them hostage, now would be the fucking time. You know, like, actually, we're not okay with this. With more of these, you know.
And then just to go back real quick, this is like, why is this such a big thing? It's because Marvel was going under at some point, like in the 90s, and so
Yeah.
they sold
Bankrupt. They were going.
Yeah, they're going bankrupt. And so they sold all their movie rights to a bunch of just companies just so they can make some money. And then later on, they started coming back, actually making money off of those movies that were coming out.
Well, it wasn't that. It was Civil War, the comic book.
Oh, was it the comic
That
book
was
too?
the beginning of their like turnaround and shit.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, they started making money again. You know.
That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, the comic. I guess yeah, the comic series is going up too, and they're making a little bit of money off the movies that were coming out at the time too. And then they're like, let's try to do this on our own finally. I think we can finally do it. And then after a while, Disney bought out all of Marvel, but then those movie rights didn't come back. And so
Yeah.
they stuck with Fox and Sony and whoever else. So that's why this is a big thing that freaking Spider-Man and Sony were working good with Disney and Marvel Studios. And now Disney is like, let's go out of our way to buy Fox so we can get those rights back and whatever else. Also, just to think about it, not only should we focus on that, but think about it now. Disney owns fucking Fox, a huge company. I'm pretty sure they own The Simpsons.
Yeah, Fox does own The Simpsons,
Yeah,
too.
right?
Does Disney own The Simpsons now?
Yeah, Disney owns The Simpsons now. Also, National Geographic's FX. They also own
Whoa.
a majority stake in Hulu.
What?
Yes.
Dude, this is bigger than fucking X-Men. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes, dude.
Damn, I knew 20th Century Fox had a lot of shit, but I didn't really think about National Geographics and shit like that. Like,
I think they now own the rest of the Star Wars series because the 21st Century Fox did like
They
the
have the
original
rights.
trilogy or some shit like that.
yeah, so now basically Disney would have the right to distribute the original 4, 5, and 6 now, right? Because
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is.
cause all the things that come out now are, what's it called? 20th Century Fox re-releasing. Every time they've come out in these new box sets and trilogies,
Yeah.
that's 20th Century Fox re-releasing.
Ah.
But this opens us for a chance of Disney putting out a 9-movie box set.
Fuck.
And this is how they're about to get paid, bro.
Seriously.
Disney's about to get fucking paid right now.
That's
like,
crazy.
Damn, dude. I didn't even really realize that until you started talking about it.
But now that they have all this other assets now, this is gonna be a big thing for their streaming service that they're planning next
Yeah.
year or in 2019 or whatever.
Mhm.
So that's another way to look at all this going on too.
And another way to look at all this is Netflix is even more fucked now.
Right, exactly.
Because they're taking all their shit now.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, like all that Fox shit that's on there right now, all coming. Also, Avatar, not Last Airbender, because that'd be too
ooh,
cool.
the TV
No,
Oh,
the movie,
no.
James Cameron's Avatar.
Disney owns that shit
Disney
now?
owns that now.
Damn, bro. That's a lot of money.
Yes,
Because that Avatar sequel hasn't even dropped yet.
seriously, yeah.
They're about to get super paid, huh?
If they play
They're
their
about to
cards
be
right,
Balrog.
yeah.
Disney's about to be Balrog.
I got paid.
You know?
Seriously, they spent a lot of money, but they're about to get it all back pretty soon. In a couple years, just wait.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, and then also, what I was thinking too. Oh, also they were saying Bob Iger, who is right now is the CEO of Disney right now, he's supposed to be stepping down or getting revoted or some shit like that in like next year, or in a couple years. But he's extended to stay there as the CEO now into 2021. So after this merger happened,
Okay.
so
Yeah, so he's staying for a little.
For a little bit longer.
He wants a little bit of that X-Men money one time, right? Like basically.
maybe that, or maybe he needs to be around for certain things to fall into place. Until they're all done with that. Maybe he had this broad vision, and maybe he's like, you know what? Now that we got this, now all these other things can start falling into place. I might need to be here for a few more years longer just to make sure it all falls into place correctly. Maybe that. Also, I'm thinking about this too. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It has no Fantastic Four, no X-Men, right?
No, but remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
Remember that, like, low key, there's a few X-Men characters, like, and a few people that are gonna come out, like, that are. Remember, like, it's just someone hacked it and saw that there's actually data for like a few people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
But like, what did they knew this that this might have been coming?
that's what I really think is happening here. I think a lot of this shit was already predicted by Marvel when they were putting shit in place. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
you're right about that.
And then maybe, anyways, I was thinking too for Infinite, maybe there's going to be a big DLC pack maybe later next year, giving us mutants and Fantastic
And
Four.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
So that might be a thing. And then also another thing to think about is because we know all of Phase 3, what's happening for the MCU right now,
Yeah.
but they haven't said a damn thing about what's going to happen in Phase 4.
Well,
so maybe they're...
we know a couple things. We know that there's definitely slated Homecoming 2. That's not the title. But a second Spider-Man movie.
A second Spider-Man.
And Guardians 3.
That's all we know, though.
Those two things are confirmed.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's it.
That's it. Yeah,
We don't know anything else.
Nothing else. Not even like when the next Avengers movie gonna be.
We do know that Spider-Man takes place immediately after Avengers 4. So Spider-Man is the sequel to Infinity War.
Okay.
Or like, you know, the beginning of the new chapter or whatever.
Right. The first of Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's literally, but yeah, I think I just named everything we do know about Phase 4.
Yeah,
That's not much.
Not much at all. No, and that's shit that already exists. That of course is going to move on. So maybe they're waiting on telling us what's going to happen next because they're like waiting on this deal to happen and go through.
You could be right. And, all of us are expecting them to start linking everything in the Avengers stuff or in the Marvel shit. But what if they start linking shit through the X-Men shit? Because
It's going to be some work though, man. Like I mean,
yeah.
just to have some weird culmination eventually, it's going to take some time because now they gotta they might have to reintroduce us into these characters and find new
That's-
actresses, or they need to find some crazy story to link everything together.
And
you know?
I'm glad you said that because that's going to be the big thing here is the fact that this is all here, but are they going to recast and start the whole X-Men universe over, or
Yeah.
are we just going to keep rolling with this?
Right.
That's the big question, because that's
Yeah.
even a bigger question than if Disney was going to get the rights. Because you and I have been talking about this for a long time, like how are they going to bring them in?
Yeah.
But AJ and I came up with a theory yesterday, remember? That Stan Lee could be the Beyonder.
Oh, yeah.
Since he's been in every fucking movie, it's the only thing that makes sense.
On both sides.
On both sides, yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, that'll be some crazy theory. But yeah, I mean, it's happening. We got our wish. And last thing I want to say is that they're also saying that it might take about a year to 18 months for
any of this to actually start.
Yeah, for the whole merger to be completely finalized, and so that might take it might take that long. So I don't know. It could possibly be that long until we start getting hints of Marvel shit. I don't know. Maybe.
Honestly, I think Disney's going to put a lot of energy into expediting this situation. I don't think they want to wait. I think they want to start getting their Phase 4 plan together. Because I think this is why they were fucking holding out until Avengers 3 dropped. Because they're like, we want to at least fucking let this shit ride out.
Yeah.
And see what we have to work with for Phase 4. That's my guess.
True.
But, so is the Skrulls going to be the main storyline, man? Or are we going to get, like, the Avengers versus X-Men storyline?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Miss Marvel is supposed to have Skrulls in it, so, they can do some shit there.
They could.
Also, I heard a theory, too, that there was a comic series where Professor X actually, forced everyone to forget about mutants, so they can go back and make that an actual movie, and have that be the reason why we've never seen mutants
I never
in the
knew
MCU.
that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Like some shit went down, and then he got in Cerebral and had everyone forget that mutants actually existed.
Damn.
And then Vision came. I think that's what it said because Vision with the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Actually, since he's able to read minds, I guess, or be able to read minds of other people in some way, he was able to read Xavier's mind. Found that out.
He found out that and he revealed it, or what?
Yeah, and told him about it. It's like, yo, I know about this. What are you gonna do about this? And then I think Xavier's like, yo, let's keep this on the DL. Or I think this was someone's idea. Maybe that's how they can do it is through Vision.
Damn, that would be pretty sick. Yeah, there you go. That would make sense.
So I mean, that could be.
But this is also assuming Vision survives the next 2 movies.
True.
He may be dead.
But they can always do a thing like, oh yeah, Vision came to me at some point, before Infinity War and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because who knows what Vision does on his time off.
Marvel's got a big enough universe that it makes sense that these characters have crossed paths at some point. They're all powered and shit, right?
Exactly.
I hope the reason for this is the original 5 X-Men, bro. Like the original 5 X-Men stop Magneto's fucking missile launch, and then that way he could be an old ass villain when they finally catch up the timeline, you know? Because that's Magneto's thing. He's kind of old, you know? Anyway. I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is so much. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be next month. But
this is usually how we always end our conversations.
The earliest,
about this shit.
You just got to write it out now.
All right.
The earliest that we'll be able to see anything is in Black Panther, if they're going to do anything with it. All right. If not, Infinity War. But anyways.
So in other news, the gentleman who is the executive.
One more thing, if I can, just because it's part of the whole thing that we're just talking about. Pepper Potts, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
So there's that theory that she might be in the Iron Man armor and all that, right?
There is that theory.
Well, check this out. She's gonna be in the next Avengers in Infinity Wars.
Oh.
Because she was taking pictures of herself, saying, "Oh, we're on the set of Infinity Wars or Avengers 4," and then she took a picture of herself in a motion cap suit, like her legs were in a motion cap suit.
Oh, so maybe she is in the Iron Man
So
suit.
there's definitely, and also someone brought up the idea, like, you know, there was a thing where Iron Man made something called rescue armor that Pepper Potts had control of.
Didn't that happen in Iron Man 2 or some shit like that?
No, in Iron Man,
Wasn't she piloting some armor in one of the movies?
yeah, in Iron Man 3, because like the building was collapsing and shit, so Iron Man like
Right.
had his armor go onto her
Yeah,
to
so
save
she
her.
could hold it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And then actually she went through with the armor and to go save Tony.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I mean that's the only time we actually seen her in armor. But yeah, like supposedly Tony Stark actually made something for her that she can use just to do some, you know, some shit here and there.
The most important shit, like rescue
when he
somebody or
couldn't,
something.
yeah, like just to rescue, yeah, it's like a rescue armor, you know.
That's pretty sick.
So, anyways, just want to throw it out there that you know that theory might be debunked that she possibly dies, maybe.
Yeah, it could be actually, especially that she was on the fucking set of 4. But all right. So, Square Enix executive Yosuke Matsuda had some comments to make about their past game library.
Okay.
And so basically, he went out of his way to say that they find it more important to keep the public refreshed on their old back catalog, and so that they want to make more games to come out for the Switch, like old school games. I'm guessing, and they say games that have never came out for Nintendo before.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they're saying not only do they want them to be ports, but they actually want them to be remade and remastered, like with better graphics and shit. Because they're like, they're like...
So they can just make like an HD collection or some shit then.
Basically. That would be expensive as fuck, an HD collection.
How much, like...
Because, dude, think about how much work they put in to make an HD remix of any game, like, and how long it takes for that one game to come out by itself. An HD collection would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if it was like Final Fantasy shit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. But it's cool. This is the second time we're hearing about this because we also know about how Mega Man X stuff is going to be coming out on the Switch pretty soon.
Yeah, didn't they just release like an HD version of like Final Fantasy's like 7 or some shit like that? And like it's taking like years for that shit to come out.
People have been waiting for that shit for a cool minute, bro. So that's finally a thing. But yeah, so it's interesting that Square Enix went out of their way to say that's part of their future. So I guess we'll be looking forward to more back games, more old school games, and they're actually going to be coming out on the Switch. They're talking to Nintendo and partnering with them.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Well, let's hope something. I don't know.
Something happened.
I'm trying to think of any other Square Enix games. Actually, has any Kingdom Hearts game popped up on? It's only been PlayStation, huh?
No, Chain of Memories came out on Game Boy Advance.
That doesn't count. Come on.
Does it not? I was like, why not? I guess since they remade it on PlayStation, yeah, it kind of defeats the power of that.
Yeah, because
right?
the main series is on PlayStation.
Yeah, I guess they've only come out on that. Because The World Ends With You is not part of that universe. So yeah, that came out.
Oh, that's a Square game?
It's a Square game, yeah.
Oh,
it
shit.
came out
Okay.
But that's not part of that universe. So yeah, you're right.
Interesting. All right, cool. Oh, shit, I forgot I got news too. You know, speaking of like anniversary shit and like collectors and shit, Street Fighter 30th anniversary is now, or is happening. It's around this time, right?
Yes.
30th anniversary collection is coming out May 2018.
What is that?
It includes such games as Street Fighter, like not Street Fighter 2 or anything, Street Fighter.
Where you can only be Ryu or Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So that's going to be a game on there. Street Fighter 2 is going to be on there, as well as Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, as well as Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, as well as Street Fighter 2 the new Challengers, also Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Alpha. Oh, no, maybe that's not Alpha. Also Alpha, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3.
Wait, what's the point of having all those versions of 2?
I have no idea.
Just put fucking Championship in there, or the new fighters, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure each game has a little bit of difference in the way it's played, and maybe some people are just like, no, I only like playing this version. Like, I don't like this version because these moves are different, you know?
That's bullshit.
I mean, that could be a thing.
It's really annoying. But yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3. Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Yeah, see
all those games on this one collection.
Damn, and what system is this collection coming for?
It's going to be coming out for all the systems. It's going to be on Steam, for one. That's what I saw. That's all I cared about.
That's all I care about, yeah.
PS4, Xbox One. I think I saw Switch as well. And on top of that, you're gonna be able to play Hyper Fighting, Turbo, Alpha 3, and Third Strike online. The other ones won't have an online version, but those 4 would, or will. And that's coming out in May.
All right.
So you want to get your Third Strike on?
You know I always want to get my Third Strike on.
Now you'll be able to with this shit when it comes out.
Dude, they should throw everybody off and make a 4, like fucking Street Fighter 3, 4, like fucking really.
What the fuck?
Put some of the fucking characters from 4 in there, but like all 2D style and shit, like really trip people out, you know? No.
Street Fighter 3, turned down for what?
Yeah. Damn. That'd be funny because all the hip hop they have in that game, like
Right.
that would make it even funnier. Like, all right. Damn, that's awesome though. That's a cool. I'm definitely gonna be looking into that.
They can so do that and then introduce some of the like Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4 characters that were supposed to be linked to Third Strike and all that.
Yeah, that's true. That would make a lot of sense. And I want to know how some characters are. Like, why is Third Strike the furthest game in the storyline? What happens to all these fucking characters they just made us learn?
Yeah,
3
seriously.
3 years ago, you know?
Yeah, we
like,
got all these new characters in 4 and some popping up in 5, a lot popping up in 5 now.
And
like,
now we know they're
why
all gonna
not,
die.
Yeah, why are they not in Third Strike? Or,
Yeah.
or in 3, period.
Yeah, that makes me feel like they're all gonna die for sure.
It's like watching Rogue One all over again.
Right. Okay. So, we were talking about Archie Comics last week.
Right?
Archie Comics has made a new announcement.
Uh-oh.
They're rebooting Dick Tracy Comics.
What? That was them?
Yeah.
Or
no, I
they
don't
just
know.
have the rights to it
Yeah,
now?
they have the rights to it now.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
don't think they did the original. But yeah, they're starting over Dick Tracy Comics. I don't know if anyone remembers. It was a pretty popular comic. I used to read it back in the day. And then there's also a movie from the 80s.
Yeah.
With Madonna. And she was
Oh,
fucking
for reals?
banging in that movie.
Wow.
Yeah, she was hot, bro. Like, damn, that shit was trippy. But yeah, so, new Dick Tracy Comics, which is, if anyone's old enough to even know what that is, it's fucking trippy. You know?
Seriously, yeah.
I mean,
Like, I'm barely old enough.
you know, you and I are literally just old enough because the movie came out in '89 or like '90.
No,
So,
it was
like-
not 90. It had to be like late 80s.
I think it's either '89 or '90, bro. And I know we were just fucking little.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So Dick Tracy's coming back. Hopefully it
So do you
ripples.
think they'll do like, you think he'll be part of that Archie universe? And you think they'll do like a Netflix series since we have the Sabrina coming through and all
I didn't
that?
even think about that. Damn, dude, a Dick Tracy's Netflix show would fucking kill for sure.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe that's why they're even making the comics.
Yeah, that's why.
It's funny how like comics have changed so much. Before, remember, comics used to be the source of, are we gonna make a cartoon out of this or are we gonna make a movie out of this? But now they decide the comic book moves based on, will we be able to make this a movie in the future? Like things have changed so much, bro.
That's just like a thing now. Like I even hear sometimes some companies make a company that's like new and unique in hopes that to get bought out by like Google or Amazon or Apple or some shit like that.
Yeah, just to be adventurous, just so they buy it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
So yeah, I mean maybe comics are doing that. I mean I don't know, but that sounds pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
why else would you bring like Dick Tracy back? Like Archie, like out of all who reads Archie comics anymore?
Shit,
They dropped Sonic,
That's a good point.
and I'm pretty sure they dropped Mega Man because Udon has him now. Anyway,
That's true.
So yeah, I guess they needed something. Maybe because they lost those. Maybe like, hey, we need something like
Yeah,
that's
fill
not
in
just
some
Archie.
slots.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
It's a smart move because it's pretty diverse. So
That's pretty cool though. All right, well, I guess we'll see. When are we expecting to see like a first issue pop?
2018.
Okay.
So, next year.
All right, cool. So, Pokemon Go Gen 3. Just to go into it a little bit more, because I know I mentioned some things that are happening, and a lot of those things are live now. I just wanted to bring up weather. So, like, we have these new weather conditions, right?
Oh yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, like there's sunny weather, there's windy weather, there's just like a clear weather, there's snow and rain. That actually, like, I guess it takes from your local, weather services to let you know what's going on. And the game actually presents it in the game while you're playing and stuff like that. You also get like a little thing, like as soon as you open the game, it lets you know, hey, it's windy today, or this is what's going to happen today. This is how the weather's like today. You'll get that, and you have a little icon in the bottom corner too to let you know what the weather's like. In California here, we've been getting some strong winds and some brush fires and stuff. And so since the weather thing's been out, the only thing I've seen, except for like on one day, is extreme weather.
Oh, okay. So like just
Yeah,
violent
it
winds.
just says extreme. Yeah, it doesn't say why it's extreme. It just says extreme weather, and it's like, oh, just local, or check out your local forecast to see what's the weather's like and all that. What sucks about this for Pokemon Go is that when you have extreme weather, you're less likely to have Pokemon spawn, or there'll be like a lower rate of spawning
Oh,
Pokemon,
right.
as opposed to the other types of weather. Well, you're more likely to get certain types of Pokemon. Like in the wind, you're more likely to get like grass types and of course flying types.
You think that
Stuff
was
like
a
that.
safety move on the company's part?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So people
that's
won't spend
exactly
too
what
much
it was.
time outside.
Yeah. Trying to
funny.
catch like fucking flying Pokemons and fucking hurricanes and stuff like that. So yeah, but I think they're taking it a little bit too seriously because every time it says extreme, it's been just okay outside. A little breeze here and there, maybe a little strong gust once in a while, but I don't think it's been that crazy with the wind. So I think they're going a little bit too far at that. Also, you're more likely to find some shinies in these weathers too. Also, the weather can also buff attacks. So certain Pokemon will get a little boost in their attacks depending on the weather. So like if you're a grass type and you're or if it's a sunny day, grass types and fire types are most likely to get a boost in their attacks. Also about slaking, you know, slaking.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know slaking?
No.
That big huge gorilla who's like always just like chilling out.
Oh, I've
Almost like
seen
he's
him.
yawning and
I've
shit.
seen
you know?
him. I don't know what he is.
You know what his ability is? It's
No.
called Truant. He only attacks every other turn. The reason why he's like that is because he's so fucking strong, but at the same time he's freaking lazy. So he has this ability called Truant where it only allows him to attack every other turn. So that was a mechanic that people were thinking Niantic was going to have issue implementing into Pokemon Go. But he's available now because 3rd Gen has dropped. And what they did actually is there's no abilities that makes him attack every other turn because that would be kind of weird to fucking do. What they had him do is his first attack is Yawn, and it does no damage.
So
Or actually, I think it does 1 damage, like 1 point of damage.
So it's basically the same concept. You skip a turn for the most part.
Pretty much the way you play Pokemon Go is like it's you keep tapping to do Yawn and to charge up your other attack, and then
it becomes
once you
that
charged
attack.
it up, and then you can start using the other attack because you have a tap move and then you have a hold move, and those are your 2 attacks you get. And your hold move only happens once you attacked enough and filled up a bar. And then once you have the bar, then you can hold the screen and then use that other attack, which is usually a stronger attack. So that's how slacking works, which is a cool way around it. But yeah, those are just some Pokemon Go Gen 3 updates right there.
All right. So this week a Jessica Jones trailer dropped.
Oh yeah, I was gonna put that down here
You
in
heard
my news
about that?
too, but yeah, I saw it.
All right. So it was awesome. I'm just happy that there's more Jessica Jones coming because
Yeah,
I've been
for
fucking
sure.
waiting for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I wanted to ask you about something that's said in the trailer. Somebody tries to address her in the trailer,
Okay.
and she stops them and says, if you tell me about how great power comes with great responsibility, I'm gonna throw up on you." So we all know. I don't know if you guys have ever read the Marvel comics,
Okay.
but even in the Marvel comics, it's well known that that's like Spider-Man's thing. Like even the characters know, like, okay, yeah, great power, great responsibility. That's Spider-Man. So it's funny that Jessica Jones made that reference, but it also raises some questions.
Oh my God, so many questions.
Yeah. Spider-Man's pretty new into the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
He literally just appeared, let's say, 6 months ago. Let's say if the Marvel timeline's right now, Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok, Spider-Man appeared 6 months ago in Civil War to help Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that, and as far as we know, the only time we've been able to place the Netflix shows is that Luke Cage clearly happened sometime after the Battle of New York. Oh, as does Daredevil.
Yeah.
Daredevil and Luke Cage for sure.
All
happened
after Avengers.
Happen after Avengers.
The first Avengers.
Yeah, there's little nods and little references to let you know that. So this is a big question. Where does this put everything? Where does this put the Netflix series?
Oh my God, I don't
And
even know.
Is Spider-Man, like, is she just saying that as a nod to the fans, or does she know Spider-Man exists?
Yeah, but
'Cause
then
he's New York, they're New York. It would make sense.
But then if she knows that he exists and that existence is existing in this show, how does she know that that's a phrase that he goes by that his Uncle Ben said to him? And then on top of that,
Well, I think
if you don't think of it like that though, then you think of it of the way it's like, oh, she's seen the Spider-Man movie, which is is a bigger mindfuck because it's like, wait, why is there a movie of Spider-Man that exists in this universe?
See,
but Spider-Man's an actual character.
See, I didn't even think about. I don't think that's where they're going.
That's how I thought about it.
That's fucking confusing.
That's how I thought
I
about
hope
it.
that's not where they're going, just because it would be confusing to me. But that's funny because have you ever seen the Spider-Man animated show when you were a kid from the 90s?
Yeah, I don't remember too much, but yes.
Okay, in the last episode, they take a whole bunch of Spider-Mans from different
I
realities.
was so mad about the last episode, but okay.
Okay, but you know they have to fight. Basically, they have to fight their own a bad version of Spider-Man from another reality where Spider-Man mixes with Carnage, and so throughout this little final arc, there's one Spider-Man there that doesn't have any powers, and and everyone's like, and Peter Parker's like, "What's your story?" You know, he's like, "Well, I'll tell you later what my deal is." You know, and like because you find out what all the Spider-Man stories are, like why they are how they are and shit.
Right.
And then in the very last episode, they return all the Spider-Mans back to their universe, and they take our Spider-Man to take the last guy back. And the last guy is an actor in a universe where Spider-Man is the biggest biggest movie superstar because the comic is so famous that they made a movie out of it, and everyone loves the movie.
Oh fuck!
So that guy is an actor who plays Peter Parker in the movies.
You're right.
So. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get this deep, but who knows, bro? Like with that, like with you making that comment, it kind of makes me wonder. Like, oh fuck, they could go really fucking deep with this shit, and like that would, that I don't know. They can fuck with that shit some more. Like it's just getting really weird. Like,
yeah, then that just mind fucked me because I'm like, oh, that's funny. It's a Spider-Man movie. I'm like, wait, Spider-Man is in Marvel. I was like, wait, did she watch the Spider-Man movie? I was like, wait a minute, they can't. That's not a thing. Like you can't see movies about. I'm like, oh my god, I just went in a circle in my head, and I was like, okay.
I'm gonna assume
I'm not sure how to take that now.
I'm gonna assume for now that because Spider-Man has gained Iron Man's acknowledgement, that he's actually getting famous and popular in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings it up all the time. Great power comes great responsibility. He'll let people know as
he technically hasn't said it in Homecoming though.
Oh, did he not say it?
I don't think he said it.
Maybe they don't have to say it. A lot of things are gone unsaid in Homecoming, like spider senses. But we know he has that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're saying that he hasn't developed it yet. They're saying.
Oh, that he's developing powers as he goes?
Yeah, because when we first meet him, he's only had the powers for like 6 months, he said.
Oh, that's right. So he hasn't even fully discovered himself, right?
Yeah, so maybe he doesn't have them yet. I don't know. But anyways.
It's just getting heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Right. I know we're on time limit here. Let's squeeze in a couple more pieces of news and call it. Go, AJ.
Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. So they announced Season 3. Every time we have a season, it's always a bunch of new characters that drop once a month. So for this set, I think of 6 new characters we're getting. The first one they announced was Sakura.
Oh, interesting.
Coming in January, we'll get Sakura. Also, after that, we'll get Blanca.
Oh, shit. Blanca's not in 5.
No, he's not.
I did not even realize
Damn, you forgot about Blanca?
Bro, it did not even occur to me that he's not in that game until right now when you said he's going to be in it. Damn!
In order to put Blanca in, though, they're dropping Nash. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, are you for real? Damn.
Because Charlie
I know. I was like, damn, confirmed.
And then we get this one guy named, or one chick named Flake, who's friends with the other new character named Ed. So that's a brand new character. We'll also get Cody. Cody's coming back, which is awesome because Cody was a character I was meeting back in 4. But Cody don't look all raggedy like he's fresh out of jail, like he just broke out. He looks like a fucking businessman.
What?
Yeah, he's all in the fucking suit, nice hair and shit like that.
What?
Yeah.
I want to know how that fits into the story.
I want to know that too.
Maybe that's before he went to jail.
Maybe. And then
No, because Alpha's older than this.
Well, then they also show him breaking out of jail, like he breaks down a wall. I mean, it's just a cool trailer to kind of show all the characters and anyway, I don't know, but and then also other character, there's one dude with a top hat and shit, looking like a gentleman. His name is G. Just letter G.
Brand new character?
Yeah, new character.
Gil? No, because Gil's actually coming out, right?
No confirmation of that.
Okay.
But I'm thinking G's blood.
Stupid cheese.
Or-
Bloodstain.
Or maybe this G guy, because he looked pretty tall, and I'm thinking
Q?
maybe they fucked up his name in Third Strike and he became Q or something like that.
Oh, shit.
I haven't seen his play set, but yeah, he's just named G, like just the letter G. Or maybe he's friends with Q.
Oh,
maybe there's
hell
a whole,
no, that nigga got friends?
Maybe there's a whole alphabet. Who knows, you know?
Fuck that, bro.
just throwing out theories. And then the last character for season 3, Sagat.
Hey, people have been asking about that fool for ever since 5 came out. They're like, where's Sagat at?
Yeah, Sagat's coming back.
Oh, no.
So we got Sakura, Blanca, Cody, and Sagat returning. And then we
Watch.
got Flake and G as new characters.
Watch, fucking top tier. As soon as this game drops, like the 5
Sagat.
seconds after the game drops, Sagat's going top of the top tier. Like.
Shit. We'll see.
All right.
But yeah, look out for that starting next month.
All right, everyone. New Pokemon movie trailer dropped. Ash is wearing the same hat from the I Choose You Pokemon series, meaning it's possibly a sequel to that movie. If anyone knows, the I Choose You series movie is basically a brief rundown of the first 3 episodes of Pokemon, where Ash first gets Pikachu. You know?
Oh, okay, that one. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That new one that just dropped.
Mm-hmm. And so this movie, there's a trailer for this new one, and it's a sequel. And so the trailer, just shows a lot of cool scenes of Pokemon fighting and stuff. And it ends with a mysterious new girl with rainbow-colored hair. And she's holding a Pokeball, and then a flute plays in the background. So the question is, I guess a lot of fans are like pulling things together, and the melody sounds similar to Lugia's song. So the question is this a remake or an alternate version of Pokemon the movie 2000? Because Lugia's song and Lugia's flute being part of the legend, and this, and I guess in the I Choose You movie, Ho-Oh is talked about a lot. Or
wow.
Yeah, or referenced.
Yeah, he was referenced. I remember that being a thing too, because of course in the first episode of Pokemon the anime, he sees Ho-Oh, who was we didn't know who the fuck he was yet.
Shit, he wasn't even out in the games yet when they showed that to us. Everyone was like, "What the fuck is that?" Right?
Yeah, he was not even a announced Pokemon yet.
Mm-hmm. And so with that known, this would make sense for them to be able to start introducing Johto characters into, I guess, what is an alternate reality, this world? I guess it is.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But it'd be a chance for them to introduce Johto characters, or Johto Pokemon. And then, like I said, there's a song which people are picking out as the melody of Lugia.
With that Lugia song, where's that from? The
Pokemon
the movie?
2000.
Oh, okay.
Remember where the 3 birds are the guardians and shit?
Yeah.
In which case, we get a pretty badass movie. Because even though that 2000 movie was just okay, the fucking visuals were sick.
Dude, just seeing fucking Articunos, Zapdos, and Moltres and fucking Lugia, man, was fucking dope.
Dude, and the way they were fighting in the sky was sick to me. I remember I was tripping out the whole time I was watching it. That shit looked dope. I was like, damn, that's just tight.
I want to go back and watch those. I haven't seen those in a good minute.
All right, AJ, you got one more for us?
I actually had a few more real quick. Soul Calibur 6. Reversal Edge mechanic is what it's called. What we're seeing. Reversal Edge.
Okay.
Is what it's called. And it does parry, and it auto parries highs, mids, and lows.
Oh, it's auto parry?
Yeah.
Whack. I thought it was way cooler.
But no, you have to activate it though. We're not sure exactly how you activate it and shit like that though. But then once you do the auto parry, it does charge you up to get an attack off.
Okay.
Just as we saw. How it all works and how you actually use it and what's the mind games behind it, we don't know yet.
That's a different story.
That's a whole other story, exactly. Also, we were correct in seeing that, yes, it is Sophitia, and yes, it is actually Mitsurugi. The same ones that we know.
Mitsurugi, huh?
Yes, what this is they're saying it's a soft reboot of the series.
Okay, I guess I could use it.
So that could mean that
nothing's counted before now?
That like they are going to forget a few games, or that this is going to be like a prequel in between some of the games, maybe. Or maybe like another path, another reality breaks off from a certain point. Most likely from 2 or 1 even.
If they're gonna soft reboot, they should do it from 2. Just fucking start from there.
And also the creators.
3 was the first fucked up game anyway, right?
Yeah. What's crazy though, speaking of that, was that they're talking about some of the creators are talking about the game and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, we pulled inspiration, from Soul Calibur 2 and Soul Calibur 5 and blah 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 blah. Never mentioning 3 or 4 though. So meaning they know 3 they fucked up and 4 was okay.
I thought 4 was good.
I thought 4 was good too. Yeah.
But yeah, and 5. Honestly, I didn't like 5 that much. I wanted to like it.
I wanted to like it, but all the they just changed so much that
and all your characters were gone. Remember?
All my characters were gone.
Except for Xianghua, she's the only one.
Xianghua wasn't technically there. It was her daughter that was there.
And she fought different too.
And
right?
it was a bit different, yes. Yeah. And then Talon was just completely gone.
Yeah, her style didn't even survive.
No, just like Juliet. What the fuck, man?
They're targeting you, bro. Namco.
Seriously.
Bandco is looking for you.
They don't want me to take over the fucking tournament scene and shit. That's why.
Yeah, man. All right, quickly another.
But yeah, I'm hoping that we get Talon back though. That's what's going on with that.
Dude, I don't know why they would take out Talam, Youngsung, or Raphael. They were the dopest fucking ads to the games.
Oh yeah, Raphael was missing?
I think he was, yeah. The rapier style.
Yeah, I don't know.
In other news, I mentioned last week that there's billboards and hashtags about Venom the movie.
Yeah.
So Tom Hardy went on record saying this Venom movie is going to be based on the story The Lethal Protector. Now, this is a very famous Venom comic because this is the comic that transitioned him from villain to hero.
Okay.
Because, at this point, well, I don't know about the current Venom, but Venom has been a good guy for like 10 years,
Maybe the reverse, he'll be hero to villain. Anyway.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I think that the movie is going to be all about his... Well, and that's my point. It's based off of Lethal Protector, which is a story about him trying to figure out how to be good because he literally doesn't know how to do it.
Oh, shit.
So he kind of tries to copy Spider-Man and like do his own style of it, and
right.
He gets weird mishaps and shit goes wrong and... he really wants to do good, but he just doesn't know how to do it. It's a fucking good storyline.
Now, with Venom, it is 2 minds, like in one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, is it the symbiote trying to learn how to be good, or is it the human Eddie Brock trying to learn how to be good?
Him and the symbiote agreed they're not going to do bad shit no more, basically.
Ah, wow, okay.
Yeah, so they're but they don't know how to be heroes. And so I'm guessing this movie...
And this is Sony, by the way.
This is Sony.
So there's no Disney saying
in the Spider-Verse, but not technically in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Maybe. For now. So, yeah. So Lethal Protector is one of the best Venom storylines. Actually, that's the very first Venom comic book, is the Lethal Protector.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was no comics for Venom before that. And yeah, so...
But he was in the comics before that.
He was in the comics, He was Spider-Man's villain for the most part.
Right.
And so I'm thinking this will allow for some cool backstories. They say Spider-Man's not going to show up in the movie, but I think he will.
I heard that too. I heard this was going to be like a solo Venom movie. That's why it's going to work as not being part of the MCU, because it was going to be his own solo thing. And then maybe later on they'll do something where they'll bring him in later.
I think it'd be really smart to mention how he's been beaten by Spider-Man, how he's already been caught, or he's,
What if it takes place in the future, like, later?
Could be. Oh, damn. Then that would leave room for Venom to still be a villain on camera, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. Well, but then you're fucking with the future of the future of the Marvel Universe. I don't think they're going to allow that. Yeah.
Maybe not.
But yeah, Venom is going to be based off the Lethal Protector, his most popular storyline. That's a pretty cool thing.
Cool.
Right,
interesting. A couple of things I'm gonna throw out there. Apple buys Shazam for $400 million. So your Shazam that you like to use.
What did you just say?
Apple bought it.
Dude, you said it so fast that it didn't even compute in my head. Apple bought Shazam?
Yeah, for $400 million.
What the fuck?
Yep. Also, Nintendo is gonna start making games for the Nvidia Shield. So the Nvidia Shield is this handheld that connects to your computer and actually streams. It's kind of like the Wii U in a way, where like you have a screen, but it takes all its information from a console. That's what the Nvidia Shield is. It's been out for years. Nintendo's gonna make games for it. Actually, is gonna remake their games for the Nvidia Shield in China, because I think they're not allowed to have their consoles in China. So the only way they can get their games out in China is to put it on something that already exists out there that is allowed. So they're gonna make it for the Nvidia Shield. I think they're doing Wii games. I'm not sure if it was Wii or Wii U games, but I think it's Wii games that they're going to be making. So like Twilight Princess and stuff like that, which is interesting. Also, speaking of Nintendo, there's a new Joy-Con controller holder thingy for the Switch. They're called the Puppers.
What's that?
I think these are pretty cool. They'll begin selling on Amazon on December 21st for $20. And you know how you can take the Joy-Cons off the side and plug it into like another controller, so it's a separate controller from the screen itself. Well, this is that same concept, only it's angled a little bit, so it's supposed to be a little more ergonomic, with a little bit of tilt in it, so you can hold the grip a little bit better. And also, since it's already kind of, have you seen those pictures of the Switch and that controller where people are making like puppy faces out of it?
Yeah.
Well, they give you stickers, so you can put a sticker in the middle of it of a puppy face, so the controller looks like a puppy.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called Puppers.
Huh.
But on top of that, I think it's better just as an ergonomic version of, the holder thingy, the grip. So that thing's coming out. And then, of course, well, not of course, but in January 26th, this was just announced today, Pokemon Crystal, the original version, is going to be released for the 3DS Virtual Console.
Of which Pokemon?
Pokemon Crystal.
Oh, wow. They're remaking Crystal, huh?
You're not remaking it, but just releasing it on Virtual Console.
Oh, it's a direct port? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And in which, of course, will connect to the Pokemon Bank, in which case you can transfer those Pokemon to Sun and Moon and stuff like that.
They got pretty smart about allowing you to get the old Pokemon these days.
Yeah, pretty interesting workaround for that. Not workaround, but I mean the way it works is fucking interesting. But anyways.
All right. So, next piece of news, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball S, I'm sorry. This new show Dragon Ball Super.
I'm done with news, Matt.
Okay, yeah, that's my last one. Perfect.
All right, cool.
So, in this new season of Dragon Ball, they're fighting a lot of Saiyans from from a parallel universe. And everyone's wondering why all these motherfuckers can turn Super Saiyan, and the people from the Dragon Ball Z world had to work so hard to do that shit. It's really pissing a lot of fans off. But Akira Toriyama explained it, because apparently there is a new aspect. Get ready, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, get ready for this shit, because it just makes the whole universe even more complicated. There's the existence of something called S cells. And so S cells, if you have enough of them, you have a better chance of becoming a Super Saiyan.
Is it like midichlorians?
No. But the more of them you have, the more of a chance you have of being able to get to Super Saiyan. Which I guess in that universe, S cells are not rare. But in our universe, the Dragon Ball that you've been watching, S cells are very rare. So that's why all these guys are so strong and so powerful from the other universe, and why ours have had to work so hard to get this strong.
Wow.
But I feel like, if we're being honest, I feel like this nigga just threw that shit together because he was like, okay, I gotta make this shit make sense somehow. Let me go through some episodes. If I can think about this for a second. Okay, let's... S cells, sure. This makes it make sense.
I mean S cells.
Yeah, basically, he just saw Star Wars, he's like, alright, this will work.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so,
okay.
Yeah, Dragon Ball just got more complicated. I don't know if they're going to talk about that in the show. They usually don't talk about things like this in the show. But,
so it wasn't the thing that was mentioned in the show. It was
the creator mentioned
like,
it.
he just mentioned it somewhere. It's like, oh, yeah, this is why.
I think he did it to shut fans up, because everyone was bitching about that shit. But, yeah. So, Unfocused Week, AJ?
Oh, yeah, one more news. I guess not really news, actually. I guess it could be part of the Unfocused Week. Star Wars this week. It's out. It's out. By the time you listen to this podcast, it's out. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. New characters. Oh, I heard a couple of reviews that were non-spoilery. And one dude was saying that the new characters add hype for the future trilogy. Because we get a lot of like new characters. Like, you don't spend a lot of time with, but you get like, a good in-depth story with them, and you can tell like this is where the next trilogy is going to go with them.
Okay.
So he's kind of saying that. So if you aren't hyped for the trilogy, you might get hyped after seeing this movie.
Also, the movie has, I believe, 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is really fucking good.
Wow.
So, yeah, apparently it doesn't suck.
All right, cool. And also, they were saying that this is definitely going to be a more of a Star Wars-ish movie than any of the other Star Wars movies that have been lately.
Which is saying a lot, because I thought The Force Awakens was very Star Warsy.
Well, it's going to be better than that.
It's going to be even more Star Warsy than Star Wars, right?
Yeah,
basically?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Damn, okay. Well then...
And then, also, as far as my Unfocused Week, I want to play some more Splatoon.
And see Star Wars?
And, see Star Wars, of course. And, what should we call it? StarCraft. Because after playing today, man, I was like fucking up on shit. It's like I shouldn't have seen this shit coming, and I was fucking up my hotkeys here and there. So I was like, I need to get on game. And now I'm in bronze. I saw that bronze and like,
You didn't
I don't
like it.
belong here.
You're like, that's not my color. It doesn't go in my eyes.
So yeah, maybe I might get back into this shit again.
All right. For my Unfocused week, honestly, I can't see past Star Wars. I'm seeing it on Monday. That's all I care about. I wanna
Monday,
see
huh?
fucking Star Wars. Yeah, that's the plan. You guys can definitely, or the plan for me. I want to see it on Monday. You guys can definitely join us if you would like to.
We'll see. Yeah, we're talking about Sunday since you're mentioning Sunday, but probably
Oh,
not
I'm
Monday.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I meant Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday is what I meant.
All right. Well, then we'll talk about it later.
All right. All right. Everyone, thank you for listening to the podcast. Sorry it was a little bit short this week, but we made sure to give you quality.
It was a lot of news. It's just fucking. Anyways,
iTunes. Don't forget to download us for free there.
leave us a 5-star review.
Yes.
Tell your friends about us.
And collision28.com. You can also download the podcast there.
All the old episodes too. If you go to unfocused.collision28.com, that takes you straight to all the Unfocused episodes. Everything except for episode 12 is there. If you want to go back and listen to the old shit. And of course, follow us on Twitter, Unfocused28. Follow Collision28. And you can always catch us live when we're live on twitch.tv/collision28.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all.
Pretty much. All right, I'm going home.
Oh, that was quick.